Hi all. I picked up a grease gun. Got it at Tractor Supply. I looked around for months or even longer trying to find a good one. Some of the really good ones, you're talking 50 bucks or more. And for as much as I use it, I didn't really want to spend that kind of money. So I just kind of broke down and bought this one. I think I caught it on sale. It was about 20 bucks, $25. I was trying to find an American-made one, and there's some really good grease guns out there, but you're talking 50 bucks or more. So that's why I went with this one. Legacy brand name, and Workforce Pro would be the model. And then there's a model number here, L1355. And just to run through this, heavy duty cast head construction. I suppose that would be that here. 3-way loading. A bleeder valve. I guess that would be one of these things here. Variable stroke. I guess that would be the way you pump it here. Durable follower rod and spring. That's the thing you pull out the back. Non-slip curled barrel. This part is got like a rough finish to it. Ergonomic lever grip. That's this guy here. Some of the grease guns have like a pump. You can do it with one hand. See, like this one, it'll take two hands to work. Use one hand to hold this, and then use the other hand to pump it. Includes a rigid extension and 12-inch flexible extension. So there's two end pieces here. Okay. Okay, so let's check this out here. I can figure out how to open the box. Okay, it's really heavy. It's probably a good 2-3 pounds. It's not lightweight at all. And this part screws off. This here, that's the spring. Okay, there's a spring behind there. This is like a rubber. So what you do is you pull back on this and then slide it in there. When you pull back on this, it pulls that back. You really got to be strong to pull that back. See? Okay, so I wouldn't really be looking at that, because if something goes wrong, that little parts might fly out and hit you. So I just thought I'd do it for the video so you could see what's going on. Okay. And then to put it back in, you pull it out. There you go. Jeez. Kind of hard to do sitting behind the camera, so. Okay. And then it's got two different things here. It depends on what type of job you're trying to grease. You know, do you just need a stiff one? Or do you need to get around certain areas? I saw on Amazon they have like small kits, and for like 22 bucks or so, you get many different types of pieces at the end to grease different types of jobs. So this would have been nice if it came with a few more fittings. You know, maybe at least a needle would have been nice to get into tight spots. Here they're presuming that you have grease fittings. So that's these things. I'm sure you've probably seen some videos where they have grease fittings. So like these things screw down. These things screw down inside whatever you're greasing, and then your grease gun sticks on here. Now, let's see what you do here. Loosen that up. Stick it in there and tighten it up. And then pump the grease in there. And then you have to loosen this up. And then pull this on an angle so it comes out. Okay. So these are what they call Zerk fittings. You can see those screw into the machine. It's got a little ball there in the end that keeps the dirt out. You can get little plastic caps that go over these too. So there's many different styles. Of course it's not going to move now. See, like here's a flat one. And it's got a bigger thing that screws in. Here's an angled one. I think that would be a 45-degree angle. A big screw thing on the bottom. Okay. So there's many types of grease fittings. You know. We call them Zerks. Zerk fittings. Z-E-R-K. Z-E-R-K. So that's a smaller one. Some of them don't screw in, some of them just push in. Okay, so you just kind of put it in the hole, and I think what you do is you just tap it with a hammer. So I'm kind of new at this too, but that's my understanding. Okay, so this, I got that kit, 33 pieces for $7. Okay. So let's read the directions here. Not much to it. So it's just this one little part here. And they give you some pictures here. So it says unscrew the head assembly from the gun barrel. So this is the barrel. This is the assembly we unscrewed. Pull the plunger rod handle out until it stops, then pull plunger rod aside until it locks. That was this thing. So see, it locks into place here. So pull it out and then turn it over so it's kind of at an angle. Remove plastic bottom cap from grease cartridge and drop cartridge open end down into gun barrel. Push cartridge down until lip seats on top of gun barrel. Then remove upper cap from cartridge. Okay, so there's many different types of grease. If you go to the store, you'll see all different types. Okay, so I bought this one because I'm going to use it on my snowplow, and there was red grease on it. So that's why I went ahead and got the same kind, because I'm thinking they know what they're doing, so I'm hoping. So here it says multi-purpose grease. Okay, can't beat the brand name Lucas. Okay, so they're saying to remove the cap. There's the grease. One video I watched, the guy said, store them, sit sitting down. I think he said with this end down, because then all the grease will settle to the bottom. So here it says remove plastic bottom cap from grease. So that was that guy. And drop cartridge open end down, right, into gun barrel. Push cartridge down until it seats. Okay, so there's no way that you can put these in wrong because it's got that metal ridge there on here, that rim, so it can't go in. So they're saying put this in like this. Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take just a little bit of grease here. Okay. So they say to drop this down here until it seats. Okay, until this edge is down there. Okay. Push cartridge down until lip seats on top of the gun barrel. Then remove the upper cap from the cartridge. So push this down. See it's pushing against that rubber edge that we looked at. Then they say to pull this off. Messy, right? Grease. And then it says screw head assembly back onto gun barrel. So that's this guy here. Somewhere I read to put a little grease on here first time. So that's why I saved this. That might have been in another company manual. So I don't know if this is really necessary. I guess it just makes this go on better. It's kind of hard to work around the camera here. We'll go ahead and we'll tighten this up. Now, one video I watched, the guy said tighten it up and then back it off, and that lets the air come out. But we're going to follow the directions here and see what happens. It says push screw head assembly back onto gun barrel. Push rod towards center and release catch. Push plunger rod into barrel. And then I'll screw this on here. This is the one we'll use to grease up the plow tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tighten this up here. Okay, and then it says to pull this back. And then I think you got to turn it just a little bit and then push it in. Okay. Now it doesn't say anything about these bleeder valves. So I guess they do what they're supposed to do. Oh, see, that just lets a little air out. Okay. Okay, and then the next part is the priming. Okay. And then we should just be able to pump this thing. See, I'm just gonna pump it here. Let's see if we can get some grease here. 1, 2, 3. I can feel it going down to 2, 4. Okay, 5 pumps, and we got some grease. Okay. Okay. So that's the whole idea of buying a better grease gun. It does what it's supposed to do. You don't have to fight with it to get it to work right. Okay, so always wipe off your fittings. You don't want dirt. It would be nice if they had some type of cap that went over that, so while it's hanging in the basement, it doesn't get all dusty. And you put a baggie over it or something, some type of, maybe stick an old, maybe stick one of these things in there so the dust can't get in there. My basement isn't all that great, so we'll unscrew this, stick that in there so the dust can't get in there. Okay, it better than nothing. Okay, some of those kits that I saw on Amazon, they have hangers, so I suppose it would hang. You could put the hanger on the wall. The hanger looked pretty small. I looked at a hanger in a store this afternoon, and it's a real small piece of metal that would, I suppose it would just hang, this would slide down. I don't know if it could hold this. This guy's pretty heavy. Okay, so there's an introduction to grease guns. Okay, see ya. Bye.